What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at y'all with another banger. And before we get started, I gotta go ahead and say thank the Lord above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. So comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I'll definitely be sure to get back to you with a response. And I'm also opening up with a little scripture coming out of the book of Matthew 4 verse 4. But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God." So God bless every single one of you. So it's officially August 4th, and this is going to be the week that we're going to be getting some NBA 2K26 MyPlayer builder news. And in this video, I'm going to be getting into everything from some new build names, what we should be expecting out of dribbling, potentially ditching animation requirements, and a whole lot more of other stuff when it comes towards shooting, finishing, defense, playmaking, and especially what the community has been talking about. So I want to say thank y'all once again for the support. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you know. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. So we're going to open up with a tweet coming from Yo Stacks. He put, how would you rather have dribbling in NBA 2K26? Option A, dribbling moves are locked behind attributes and only the high ball handling builds get the faster moves. Or option B, all builds can get any dribble move / style, but your attributes determine the speed of moves. And 64% out of 100 voted option B. And we also got some really nice, responses from 2K creators in the community. So coming from Cool the Man, he said, I say no taller than 6'10" should be able to get a quick first step. Height and speed with ball should determine the speed of the speed boost. Taller builds may get a slightly slower quick first step, but the good players will be able to score. Stacks followed up with a 6'10" build probably wouldn't have high enough speed with ball, etc. to move that fast if we being real. And if they did, all we see are 6'10" builds. I think people often forget that height itself is technically an attribute when making a build. And Cool put, did everyone make 6'10" point forwards in NBA 2K17? No. They can have a quick first step animation and be significantly slower than a 6'3" with quick first step animation. Now, I agree with option B, man, and especially with what Cole here is saying. And also on top of that, bro, it doesn't end there, because another comment from the community, 6'7" and above with a quick first step would be ridiculously OP. Stack said the lower the attributes, the slower the moves would be. And honestly, man, it's starting to seem as though we're getting an idea of what the builder is going to look like. You're going to see taller builds that can get more dribble moves unlocked, and the fact that if we can get dribble moves that are actually going to be able to, be considered as for a guard but unlock them as a big man, that's going to be something special. Now another person put, you don't need 7-footers like Kyrie speed boosting, doing hezzy snatchbacks, because then that's all builds people would make. And Stacks put, the only thing is they'd have to move, but it would be slow AF for them. So I gotta say, man, I'm starting to get a real good feel that come for this builder, we're gonna get a huge and more lot of variety of what we've seen in the past. Also, Wemby and Bull are near the same height, but they can dribble the ball pretty damn good to be that size. So a player like them should be able to access those dribble moves but slower. Now a Rudy Gobert build should see nothing but normal one. Stack said understood. So now coming from Mike Wang, also known as Baluba, the gameplay director, he did give us that first glimpse of an animation unlock in NBA 2K26. So coming from Cheese 2K, he put, please let me equip this animation and be able to do it on command for NBA 2K26. Cradle, signature, I don't care what you label it as Rondo. And Mike Wang said, you'll want to equip Jason Williams Euro. 75 driving layup, height lower than 6'5". So as long as we're getting little bits of information here and there, I can say once we piece everything together, I think, we're on to a pretty good start for what we're expecting this year and this week out of the builder itself. So I'm going to get into a few questions that's going to tie everything up together. So a question for Mike Wang, and he did answer on his channel, bro. And I want y'all to go ahead and join the Discord so that way y'all can actually go ahead and see exactly when 2K is putting out these updates. So Question is, how do height/attribute restrictions work for the custom layups? Height and rating restrictions are similar to NBA 2K25 for the new custom layup packages. So if you qualified for a specific player's layup package in NBA 2K25, you'd qualify for all of that player's individual normal, reverse, quick scoop floater, Euro hop step, and spin packages in NBA 2K26. So real special that you can compare the layup styles in NBA 2K25 to 26. So maybe, we'll get a video for that, especially with the builder coming out this week. We're going to piece all of the information that we can together. Now, also another question, are there any changes to dribbling besides the new controls for signature size-ups? Dribbling has changed a lot in NBA 2K26. Branching and chaining moves will generally feel more responsive, and you can interrupt more moves than you could in 25. We made an effort to make dribbling faster and the inputs more responsive as well. You'll find some great new content as well as the return of some old favorites. Pippin's behind the back wrap, so I think dribble heads will be able to create some nice highlights this year. I gotta be real, man, dribbling is back, especially for those taller dribblers, and what I've been seeing so far, piece everything together, man, and it's really going to give you a clear idea of the path that we're going throughout NBA 2K26. Also, are there any changes to bursts and changes in direction for ball handlers? We spent some time tuning the dribbler's ability to start, stop, and cut. The speed and tightness of changing directions will vary based on ratings and dribble styles. So going back to what Stacks was tweeting about, players that are taller will be able to actually, unlock any type of dribble move, let's say, for example, but they're just going to be slower. And that's something that I would say, as a dribble head myself, I'm very happy about. Now, coming from 2K Dev, this is going to give us that first glimpse of some builds that I guarantee we're going to be seeing in NBA 2K26, man. So, CH Hoops for Life, also known as Zach Timmerman 2K Dev, think we need a new archetype name. The Soul Taker, maybe Last Rites, gotta be something for this ride. Checkmate, The Curtain, No Tomorrow, so many opportunities. Now, recently he did put out a tweet. Throw me some archetype names you'd like to see in hashtag NBA 2K26. As you can see, coming from Yo That's EJ, Point Fading Wizard, Zach Timmerman already confirmed that's done. Now another one coming from Joey 2K, 3-Point Titan. Also, if you look into Power DF, he also did mention he wants to see the stretch cleaner. Zach Timmerman put, technically, it's stretch 5 cleaner and stretch 4 cleaner to differentiate the positions. So that's something that I'm looking really forward to. And he put so many different build names like the Puppet Master to a Superstar Point God, Machine, Showstopper. And it's pretty cool because Zach did put okay. Love these suggestions. That said, if someone came up to you with a machine, what can that player do? We're always trying to tell a story with these archetype names, and that's something that I want y'all as a community to recognize how much work goes behind the thought and just the whole process of the actual build system and builds themselves. Now, something that I do want to remind y'all about, go ahead and put the hashtag NBA 2K Challenge because this is part of a community goal, bro. As you can see in the middle, we're trying to unlock that backpack and to be able to just get the community wild up for something like this and get us connected in a different way is something really special that I think 2K is doing this year. So some more gameplay news. There was a tweet of a GIF with Kyrie Irving doing a double behind the back, being super shifty in this GIF. And Mike Wang did quote this tweet. You'll be able to do this by chaining 2 driving behind the backs together. And, I gotta say, this does make a lot of the dribble heads excited in this community. Especially with what I'm seeing out of finishing. That's a whole nother topic that I want to get into because I've got a good feeling if we're able to shoot, and I talked a lot about shooting in my previous video, so y'all are going to go ahead and check that out. If you're able to shoot with lower 3-point rating shootings this year, slashers, I gotta believe, are going to be the meta, man. We're back to those 2K20, 2K21 days, the two-way slashing point forward or playmakers, man. I guarantee it. So I got this tweet coming from Boom Boom. She reacted to, do you think the green mechanic for rebounds is going to pertain to putback dunks too? She put, I have no idea, tagged Baluba. Will putback dunk success rate be impacted by the rebound timing mechanic? He followed up, there's a timing element to putback dunks, but they're not directly impacted by the new rebound timing meter. Now, another thing that I think is going to be really special about this year is what we've looked at and what they changed when it comes towards defense. So, are there any changes to the contest system? There have been a number of changes to the contest system logic. We've rebalanced the effectiveness of hands up, no jump contests, and jumping contests to better reflect how shots are impacted in real life. We're also showing coverage percentages in full court feedback again. This is going to be special, especially for my defenders out there, to really know how solid of defense that you're playing. Now, are there any changes to how adrenaline bars work? Adrenaline will function very close to what you're used to from NBA 2K25, but there have been some minor tweaks. For example, if you spam too many escape moves in a short amount of time, it will drain a bar, and that's something that I think we're really used to. And if you watched my previous video, L2 Cheese, the dexing is finally going to be out of 2K26. It's been confirmed. I want you to go ahead and check out that video. There's a lot of insight of that when it comes towards actual shooting itself. Now, another question, can you quick protect even without a defender reaching on you? Does it use adrenaline? So 2-in-1. You can use quick protect at any time, even if no one's around, and it does not consume adrenaline. And pretty much that's that move that, you ever see Luka Doncic dribble, and when he pins a defender at his, hip? That's exactly what you're going to be able to do with an animation in NBA 2K26 this year. Very exciting for dribbling this year as well, man. Now, a tweet coming from Keith, he put the question that needs to be answered was so frustrating the whole year of NBA 2K25. The offense getting the loose ball all of the time. Mike Wang did respond, ball handlers will be stunned for a moment when they get the ball poked away from them, and bigs will play a slight stumble if they heavily contested / blocked under the rim to give the defense an edge in recovering the 50-50 ball. So it does seem like 2K themselves is listening to the community, so I gotta give them credit where it's due, but it all comes down to delivering on everything that they're saying to us, man. Now, are there any changes to dunking? Yes, holding turbo and the pro stick down is how you actually meter dunk in NBA 2K26. This will encourage more flashy dunks, but you can also get flashy dunks on the shot button if you're wide open with no trailing threats. The meter dunk logic has changed a lot, and you'll notice a much bigger green window on open dunks, both driving and standing. So, to be real, inside and standing dunks, getting a revamp, bro, I gotta be real, it does seem like post scorers are going to be getting a lot of love this year as well. Question, since double tapping circle / B is wrap passes only, how can you still do flashy passes? So flashy passes have been moved to cross circle or A+B. South alley-oops are now mapped to triangle square or Y+X. So it's all going to come down to realistically just getting used to the new mechanics that 2K is implementing, and I guarantee it, throughout the year we're easily going to get used to it. Have there been any changes to baseline sensitivity? Yes, there was an improvement to address the baseline sensitivity, especially when attempting baseline layups. Y'all know how terrible that was in NBA 2K25, so I really hope that we can see this fix come NBA 2K26. Can we still pull the chair when we back down in the paint? Yes, you can pull the chair in the post by tapping circle or B when the offensive player makes contact with you. Now, the only thing that I hope is that it's actually effective, because y'all know in previous years, man, all it did was give the post scorer better positioning, and it really just allowed them to score and got you yourself out of position, man. Can you cancel out of the new post go-to shots? For the post go-to shots that have a dribble, yes, you can cancel like regular go-to shots. You can always pump fake and change to step through also. So that's something that I think is going to be really special to put together with a combination of dribbling, man. So many things that I'm looking forward to when it comes towards a lot of these new mechanics. Are there any changes to plug and lane steals? On-ball steal targeting and steal animations have been improved to reward defenders who position themselves well and anticipate the dribbler's moves. The canned animation plug steals have been almost entirely disabled. Pass interceptions have been tuned a bit, but are similar in effectiveness to 2K25. So, defense, I'm liking that we're getting a little bit of information as the week rolls out. Are there any improvements to standing dunks? We've reworked the logic for standing dunks to make them more reliable for bigs who aren't too crowded under the rim. We've also returned standing skill dunks to have generally larger green windows to compensate for how fast most of those dunks are. So I gotta be real, man. The standing dunks, they did not work in the previous, I would say, at least 2 years. So if we see a positivity change in this, man, that's fire. Do motion styles have an effect on gameplay? Yes, motion styles are driven by pro play, just like dribble styles. So some styles will naturally be quicker and more explosive than others. For NBA 2K26, we've added rating gates, so you'll need higher attributes to equip the more effective styles. So it really does seem as though if 2K is paying attention to the animations, unlike previous years, they're gonna make the more effective animations, or what it looks like to be, more expensive to get. So a lot of news when it comes towards the builds, gameplay, and it still seems as though we have so much to learn, man. Now, are there any new passing controls? Another passing feature added to NBA 2K26 is contextual auto lab passing. So pretty much what it reads is, it gives you the option to, one, once you throw a pass on a fast break, it's automatically gonna throw a lob every single time. Or two, you can just manually, time it whenever you want. Now, I know a lot of y'all probably have questions on this. So if you don't green a rebound, can you still get it? What happens when two people both green a rebound? You can still grab a rebound if you don't green the timing. And if a little player is trying to out rebound a big, excellent timing will often not be enough to secure the board. If a big makes zero effort and just stands there, the little guy will have a better chance with perfect timing though. If two players green the rebound timing, the outcome is decided by positioning, rating, and height. The core mechanics around rebounding works isn't changing in NBA 2K26. Timing your jump has always been an important aspect of rebounding. The indicator was added just to help players understand how rebounding works. Now, just one thing that I'm thinking about, bro, is what if we come across players who are using Zens, and Zens, I mean, constantly, using auto green machines on PS5 or Xbox, bro, and they're using it for rebounding and shooting. I gotta say, it's a GG. But I'm really excited, man. We got a lot of news to look forward to when it comes towards, the signature go-to shots. That's something that I'm very excited to get into. The custom layups. Now, if we're able to get custom layups and get different packages, so you can pick, your normal layups, reverse layups, your quick scoops, floaters, all that good stuff, the Euros. But what about for shooting? What if one day eventually we can, pick different types of jump shots depending where we're at in the court? And also the defense, man, they have upgraded body up collisions, upgraded interior defense, new rebound timing feedback. That's fire, bro. And also quick protect. So a lot of new mechanics that we're getting into this year. The revamped signature size ups, the slow motion Euro steps, wrap passes, alley-oops are different, bro. Even setting screens, like, there's so much new information in NBA 2K26 and we're just getting started. I'm very thankful, bro, because as an up-and-coming content creator, I feel like now is the time to put your best foot forward. So good luck to each and every one of y'all who's an aspiring creator, man. Just know that none of this would be possible without number one, Jesus Christ, and y'all the rich family. So let's get ready for a great week of some builder news, man. I'm happy, and just know that I got y'all with a video every single day this week. So before we get out of here, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you know. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And last but definitely not least, with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.